morning, guys. I just got home from my rotation as a flight attendant. I've been away from home off and on for about 20 days, which is my normal. I typically work 20 days on, 11 days off, and I enjoy my lifestyle of traveling all over the world. I work to mostly international destinations. I absolutely love it. It's how I met my husband, it's how I met my best friends. But then I get a nice little chunk of time at home each month. It just works for me currently. It's definitely not for everyone, and it's probably not sustainable long term, but I'm gonna enjoy it while I can. And I like to pretend that I'm a little stay-at-home wife while I'm home. That is the goal. And I figure while I do some chores around the house, I'd make a little hot take video or different opinions that I have that may surprise you, that may even contradict each other, but I'm not sorry about it. So here we go. Okay, so first, my husband is religious and I'm not. I was raised Catholic, but I would consider myself to be agnostic now. I'm not quite atheist, but I'm definitely not religious. Not exactly sure what I believe at this point. I don't really care. And my husband is Muslim. There has been a little bit of tension in our relationship because of that, but he's definitely of the mindset that his beliefs, his religion, it's a personal thing for him, and he does not press those beliefs onto me, which that's really how it should be. To be honest, it's been more of an issue for me because I think in the beginning of our relationship, we didn't talk enough about it. It just really never came up because I'm not religious and he is, so it's not really something we share common ground on. I don't think he felt the need to get into it, especially if I didn't ask, which I didn't. But for a little background, we met on one of my layovers. We did long distance for 2 years, and he's been in the States for a little over a year now. It didn't really become an issue, and I say an issue, it's really been more of an issue for me, not him, which I think might be a little surprising. I don't care if other people are religious, I just don't want religious beliefs pressed onto me, which again, I said he doesn't do. However, it was much different just knowing that he was Muslim versus living together and seeing it. And I try to be as respectful as possible, but I'm not gonna lie, I've messed up, I've made mistakes, I have offended him. But what it comes down to is that it just really makes me uncomfortable, and that's something that I have to work on. I do worry a little bit for when and if we have children. I do not want to raise my children with any sort of religious beliefs. I personally do not think that religion has any place in raising children. I think you raise your children with morals, discipline. That does not include hitting, which is another thing. I do not believe in that whatsoever. I also, coming from the South, they were all about it. Beat your kids. No, not over here. And on that topic, I also do not believe in yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. I think it's teaching children that you are better than them. It's like some kind of superiority complex, and I don't believe that. Also in the South, we are taught that children are to be seen, not heard. That's a load of bullshit. And I think it creates a lot of messed up adults. Me being one of them. If they're curious, obviously they're gonna be exposed to religion. My family is Christian in the way that all Southerners from the U.S. say that they're Christian. I do have some family that are practicing Christians, and that was not shade to them. And obviously my husband and his family, they're all practicing Muslims. My children will be exposed to that, and I'm totally fine with that. And if they have questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. If they want to go to church, if they want to go to masjid, I'm totally okay with that, but I will not force it. And I think that as they get older and become adults, they can make those decisions on their own. So also, okay, when it comes to kids, I feel like I've made this expectation pretty clear. I told my husband that I will either have a job or have kids. I'm not doing both. When it comes to gender roles for myself, I'm extremely traditional. I want to have children, and once I have children, I want that to be my job, raising my children. I also want to homeschool my children, especially if we're living in the US. living in the US, you will not catch me sending my kids to school to possibly be shot. Bottom line is I don't think that sending kids to school these days is safe. And I also don't really think they're learning useful information. I want to be in control of that. I want to teach my kids useful skills. I want to cater to their needs and prepare them for life. Schools, I feel like, don't do that at all.